So we got 3 clues today here on gold. And again, like I said, we could have traded any market we chose. This was the one that was moving the most this morning. What were those 3 clues again? The first clue was an outside day. And of course, an outside day below the previous low of day tells me selling retracements on the way down. We have a bear price channel. A bear price channel also tells me, right, selling retracements on the way down. All right, and then of course, don't forget, we have your price wedge. Your third clue, this was the variable we had to wait for. The price wedge told us we're going to buy the lows and sell the highs of that wedge. However, we knew that the moment we break below, what was it again? Break below the 02.9 to the downside or above the 1640 even to the upside, we are selling retracements going down as well. Now, what actually happened this morning? Well, what actually happened today was we ended up breaking that price wedge to the downside. And when it broke to the downside, I didn't just jump in short. I waited for the retracement to sell, sell, sell. Now, we also had a really big clue here. What does this price level tell me right here? What is that price level? 1585.6. What happened was we came down, retracement, we bounced off this major support. At that time, what were we seeing? The 3 signs of a price reversal. What are they? Momentum, big money buyers and sellers, and speed. So we came down and at 85.6, so from 1602.9 down to 1585.6, we're selling retracements. But then all of a sudden things start slowing down. And when it slows down, I look for a reversal pattern. I take the reversal for some of our biggest trades of the day. Once price slowed down, we just happened to be at that major support level. It was a perfect fit for a 2-step long to bring it right back up into that wedge above us. So we begin our day right in the thick of things at 10 o'clock. At 10 a.m. this morning, here we are, we're chopping around that wedge low. Now remember, there's a reason why I don't just sell right when I break through a wedge low. A wedge pattern has a specific personality. In fact, the first thing we think about is, if it wasn't for the news obviously, would be to buy and bring it right back up into that wedge. Okay, wedges are notorious for fake out breakouts. That's why I always say the most important thing you've got to do when it comes to taking a breakout on a wedge is to really make sure these sellers in this case are in charge. So what's going to happen is we begin there at 10 o'clock. We're chopping around that trend line. We come down. We test that 02.9 major support. As you can see, we're going to bounce around here, lower highs, lower lows. This is a 2-step pattern short. I will skip the initial trade short. Again, show me some proof these sellers are really here. I'm expecting now price is going to go slot back up into that price wedge. If it proves me wrong, I'm waiting for a retracement. So my first trade today, it's almost too easy because we're waiting for the price, like I said, to bounce and then keep going back up. When it doesn't, when it makes a new lower low, giddy up, get on that horse, wave pattern short, new lower lows, wave pattern short. So 2 wave patterns here. At 10:08, it's 18 ticks, and at 10:09, 51 ticks. This thing comes down, doesn't bounce me out, and then tanks. So right away, we're quickly rewarded for our patience, and we're quickly reminded why we wait for that new lower low there and then sell retracements. So much easier to grab a retracement than it is to try to time that new lower low and get in perfectly. If you try to sell that low, it's usually going to be so sloppy at those lows that you'll get a bad fill, and when everyone else is getting in for that retracement, you're going to be getting stopped out. So of course we come down, lower highs, lower lows, and bam. Like I said, this could be a breaker short, could be a 2-step short. I'm going to take it as a wave pattern short, 1 and then 2. We take 18 ticks and 51 ticks. We're going to make new lower lows one more time, sell the retracements. This was all in the plan. We knew we had that 85.6 support all the way down at those lows, and we're trying to get it to bring all the way down. So we take 51 ticks, 18 ticks, 34 ticks here, 10:08, 10:09, 10:10. And that's when I reminded everyone in the room, this is why we got to be prepared for this stuff, because when it happens, it sometimes happens really fast. Now this morning, this is probably the fastest price action we've seen in quite some time between 3, 4, 5 winning trades. This happened pretty darn fast. We're usually going to be able to get a little bit more time to gather our thoughts, get ready for that wave. But whatever got this market moving after 10 o'clock sure as heck got these lower lows, and we kept selling retracements all the way down. So it definitely happened a lot faster than would have liked, obviously, but as long as we knew what our plan was, and again, we're going to give you all of this information as a member, we simply planned our trades and then traded our plan. We keep going down, new lower low, sell the retracement. 18 more ticks at 10-12. There's nothing special about these patterns, guys. Your stops go above the highs, your targets go back at the lows. That's a very basic wave pattern short. Now what's going to happen is 1, 2, 3, 4s, waves come in threes. Be very careful now about this 13 wave short. So now I'm going to skip the 13 wave short into a 21 range wave. The 21 range wave looks like this.